You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio.
They will tell you when you're wrong because they are confidants. If you have 2 or 3 of them in a lifetime, you are a blessed person. Without them, you'll never be who God called you to be. You need to find your confidant. Number 2, the other group are your constituents. They are not into you. They are into what you are for. They are for what you are for. They are your constituents. And as long as you are for what they are for, they will walk with you and work with you and labor with you, but never think that they are for you. They are for what you are for. And you have to know that, because if they meet somebody else that will further their agenda, they will leave you and hook up with them, because they were never for you. They were just for what you were for. They are your constituents. And throughout your life, if you're not careful, particularly if you're broken, you will mistake your constituents for your confidants. And you will think that they are for you when they are really not for you. They are just for what you are for. And by the time you get to falling in love with them, they will break your heart as they hook up with somebody else who is for what you are for, because it was never about you anyway. It was about the causes that you represent. They are for what you are for, but they are not for you. They are your constituents. Can I go deeper with this? The third group are your comrades. These people are not for you, nor are they for what you are for. It is just that they are against what you are against. And the comrades will make strange bedfellows. This will cause people to come together who are not for you, and they are not for what you are for, but they are against what you are against. And they will team up with you to help fight a greater enemy. But don't be confused by their associations. They will only be with you until the victory is accomplished. These people are like scaffolding. They come into your life to fulfill a purpose. And when the purpose is complete, the scaffolding is removed. But don't be upset when they are removed, because the building always remains when the scaffolding is removed. What I'm saying to you, my brothers and sisters, expect the constituents and the comrades to leave you and desert you after a while. Don't be upset when they don't react to your dream the way you expected them to, because they were never really with you in the first place. Be careful then who you tell your dream to, because if you tell your dream to your constituents, they will desert you and try to fulfill the dream without you. If you tell it to your comrades, they won't support it, because they never were for what you were for anyway. If you find a few people in your entire life with whom you can share your dream with, you are a blessed somebody. I can tell you how to identify people who are really for you. If they are really for you, they will weep with you when you weep, and they will rejoice when you rejoice. When you walk in a room and you tell somebody good news, stop being happy for a minute and watch their reaction. If they're not happy for you, shut your mouth and walk back out of the door. Oh, y'all don't hear what I'm saying to you. Oh yeah, because when they are really connected to you, they will be happy for you when you share your dream. Find somebody, look them in the eye and say, are you happy for me? If you don't get the right reaction, don't tell them anything else. You need somebody who's really going to be happy for you. I don't want just anybody praying for me. I don't want none of them haters praying for me, because you know you hate me and you don't want me to succeed. I want somebody praying for me who really wants me to be blessed, who wants me to be an overcomer, so you can put up your oil and stop speaking in tongues, because you know you never did speak to me anyway, and ain't no need in you coming up here in this hospital like you gonna pray some cancer up off of me. I'd rather have somebody who really loves me lay across the bed and rebuke the devil. And God is so faithful, he'll always give you somebody.
Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. It's so sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover, 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 cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover, 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 the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover, cover, cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover, cover, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover, cover, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover, 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 cover me, cover me, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners, of course, ladies and gentlemen. It's the one and only in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, you know, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And ladies and gentlemen, we want you to do your WZYE civic duty as soon as you get in. Share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV and YouTube. And if you're looking for the numbers are always at the bottom as a ticker, okay? 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. And this is how we start the thing.
It have our place, WZYE, where they treat you like friends and family. So if you're looking for a place to belong, going WZYE, you could come along. If you have haste, do come with me. We do have dad on WZYE. Santa Meditate.
And there you have it. You know how long we see that fella, boy? I think let's call that fella Dr. Love. Yeah. Rennie Mohammed. Or anybody see Rennie? If anybody see Rennie, tell him WZYE 95.9 FM looking for him. Yeah, we looking for him.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
And that's what we do here, ladies and gentlemen. We bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE. We originate, not imitate.
And of course, you know, folks, that is our slogan here. We originate, we don't imitate. We bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But you know, people question that. Well, I ain't saying people, PNM people that's question that. Let me be very accurate. PNM people that's question that, right? But not only that, ladies and gentlemen, but we also put it in an audio for you. Take a listen.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. You know, people, it have certain people that say, well, she and Uncle Tommy, they ain't balanced. They ain't balanced. But, you know, but we just allow them to call. We just allow them to send long voice notes. We just allow them to do many other things. What other people don't allow them to do. Let me bring in my pal, the young man himself, the one and only boy, the incomparable, the man himself, the country bookie, Uncle Tommy. Tommy, welcome.
Good evening, and it's a pleasure being here in the village with you.
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
You know, Tommy, I was hoping you wanna ask me that question today. So you want me to give you the story, or you want me to give you the truth, or you want me to give you the politically correct story?
Well, get it out the way, get it out of the way now. It's
Which
early.
one you want? You want the politically correct, or you want the truth?
The whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yeah. That's how we does. That's how we just swing it here. You know, that's how we just swing it. You know, what is it? How it does swing it? It does do what? How it does swing it? Does do something?
How
You know
it,
what I'm saying?
yeah, how it
How
swing it.
it swing, or how it swing it go, whatever it is. All right.
Something
So
like
Tommy,
that.
something like that. Tommy, to be honest with you, Tommy, I had a fever today,
How do you manage
right?
that?
And I said, you know what? I still go out and run, right? And a fever, some of our fever, boy, for that 24 hours, boy, just like drain you. I know what it is.
I like the
Okay?
shirt you're wearing.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And Mr. Florida also say you like this shit. Mr. Florida, thank you very much too. Yeah. So what I did, Tommy, and this is part of life, turning negatives into positives. Right? So when the show is finished, I'm going to take a cold shower. Right? Because to kind of ease up on the fever, it feels better. But anyway, Tommy, I told myself, so my wife gave me, my wife gave me some vitamin C something, but I was always take vitamin C in the morning. So she told me how to take more vitamin C. So she gave me some type of thing. So I get up this morning and I say, you know, boy, I had to go and run, Tommy. You understand? So I said, if I could do 2 miles, Tommy, I'll be happy. 2 miles. So I warmed up and everything. I did 2 miles. 2 miles. Only 2 miles. And I ran 20 minutes and 24 seconds. About 10 minutes per mile. You hear that?
Not bad.
10 minutes per mile. And
Not bad
Tommy,
for a sick man.
I was the happiest man alive. Who sing that? Marshall? Happiest man
Yep.
alive?
Yep.
Happiest man alive. Too, I sweat like good. I get a good sweat. And then I said for the show, I look up in the closet. I said, well, let me put on something to make me feel even more better. You know, I mean, I know if you could feel more better, or something to make me feel more better. And I look up there, I see the shit. All right, that one right there, and that's the story. You know what I mean? So I kind of turn a negative into a positive. I said,
It worked out well. Praise the Most High.
yeah, praise the Most High, man. I was able to run 2 miles, man, 20 something minutes. I said, boy, I was happy, the happiest man alive. Yes, me didn't even care. And I'm going on the tracks. Tommy, you know, that's like 5 minutes for a half mile. Eh? You know
Not
that,
bad.
right?
Not at all.
5 minutes. But that was a good, that was a splendiferous 2 miles, right? Hey, but wait now, Tommy, this is 2 days in a row, two program in a row. Volsang, two in a
Well,
row.
son,
Yeah,
he's onto something.
yeah. You want to? Let me see if you get the hat trick. Uh, Tommy, you know people don't get hat trick here in the village. You know that, right?
Because there's somebody else always gunning for you.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know the last person. Could you remember the last person who had a hat trick in here who get three straight? Remember?
Maybe Hanif.
Maybe Mr. Intellectual.
Yeah.
That was a while ago, man. That was a long time ago. I and everybody, hey, Bull boy, I'm sorry for you, you know. Because
Because
it,
now they're gunning for you.
they're gunning for you, boy. It's whip, whap, what up? Hey, look at our George family. Kevin George, welcome. Welcome to you, Kevin George. Kevin, you're related to Iowa George? Hey, but here tune today from Karina Shea singing something about Iowa George. You remember that? Some kind of song. I go try and find it. Batman, good evening to you. Monica Ramkisoon, good evening. Warshid and Uncle Tommy and all in the village.
Same
Welcome.
to you. Same to you.
Yeah, but, you know, Mr. Intellectual getting relegated, you know, boy. He going further back and further back, boy. You know what I mean? Yeah, boy. Blessed evening, Pro Uncle T and all villagers. Hope you all had a transformative Tuesday filled with all of God's riches, blessings. Yeah, man. Today was a very, very blessed day, man. Miss Santa Cruz, welcome. Good night, Warshik and Uncle Tommy. Good night to my friends in the village. Vindra, welcome. How are you, Vindra? Jenny. Jenny, I ain't gonna try and pronounce your last name because you know all I know how to mess up people's name. Jenny says, good evening, Professor Uncle Tommy and the village blessings. Yeah, Jenny, I ain't gonna try and mess up your name, Jenny. Yeah. Volsang say good evening, all Uncle Tommy. Hope the day was well spent for you both. Yeah, man. Today was a
Could we call Jenny Yakub?
yeah, Jenny. Is Yakub or Jacob?
Either Cub or Kub, depends on what part of the world you're in.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Jenny. Prime, welcome. Prime. Good night, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy and everyone.
Prahim.
Locked on. Prime.
Prahim Rambachan. Rambaran.
Tommy, all you know. I know, boy. Tommy, I feel it's these bracelets that I'm making all them mistakes. You know. You feel so?
Anything could happen.
Oh, God. Hey, busy. Busy say good day, Uncle Tommy and Wall Street and all listeners locked on. Share the live. You know, at one time, I don't know what they get on Busy case. You know. Busy used to tell me what he had for dinner, what he was having for dinner, right, Tommy?
Right?
I
Or
don't know, like
his
them fellas
daily
here,
menu.
he just stopped just so. Yeah? Because they were saying if all of a sudden we have a food edition, because we used to talk about food and people used to say all kind of things. Gordon Dryden Joseph, good evening to this village. Thank God the bus is passing by. Whoever is coming on, please be careful where you sit or stand and don't take anything for granted. Like if the driver making a bad turn, KFC, welcome. You're inside.
Yeah, hello, good night.
Good night.
Mr. Watson, Uncle Tommy.
How you going?
KFC.
I said ready for emancipation, man.
Every day is emancipation, man.
Yeah, man, emancipation. You don't know. Uncle Tommy, what's going on, all right?
Yeah.
So far,
KFC.
Boy,
I know like all the Trinidadian just wait for one day to come for them to put on an African outfit. You know? Not
you
me.
know, Mr. Watson.
Eh?
If I were that close, you know, talk about yourself, and to go home crying after.
mm,
You know, if not severe, the butt somebody like that. You're going to red tents coming up for emancipation the first year.
Oh God. KFC ain't easy. Ain't easy.
So we making that money.
Yeah. Hey KFC. I hear the PNM had something in Beatum and them people was reminiscing about how all of them was poor.
no, they're rich.
Did you see that video? KFC. You know how much time I still KFC stay by the Wi-Fi pole? KFC. KFC, call back. Yeah, Tommy. I'm gonna play the video for you. I see a video where them fellas and them talking about how them was poor. But the last 9 years, with 26.3% of black people living below the poverty line, Tommy, and when Kamala Prasad it was 17.3, black people wasn't poor then or poorer?
No, they weren't poor.
What it was? There was poor, P.O. Oh, so yeah, Tommy, I think I know what happened. Back then, there wasn't P-O-O-R, you know.
No,
Right?
there's people.
There was just P-O-Po. All of a sudden, these same bunch of people know now about when they was poor, and Emery Brown, talking about, yeah, I used to deliver Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I deliver some chicken to some of my schoolmates, and I didn't want them to know I was delivering Kentucky Fried Chicken. Really, Emery? Emery, really? Emery? Really? Oh. So it's a little problem all you had. Yeah, okay. Defender, welcome. Defender, you see the video?
Yeah, I see. Just for it, I was so shocked. I know when he went to deliver night because this thing study group was studying.
Yeah.
They're gonna pay them was born. About so high.
All of a sudden.
Was she but I
go ahead.
Was she?
Yeah.
Did you see the one when Kareem Marcel admitted?
Yes.
In 30 years of his life.
I go play that.
He never saw PNM with a PNM meter.
Hey, Yana, Defender. When I see that, thanks for sending it to me. When I see that, I said, well, wait now, boy. He's a real novice in truth, you know. He sat down there for 10 years. 10 years. And the PNM never set foot to have a meeting in Beatum or in Laventils.
They said that one time they said foot in Beatum. But Iowa was performing in the water. Yeah, that's Iowa was performing. Iowa was performing in the water. They said the only time they went to the Beatum was
Iowa. Yeah.
I like how FVRTC brings to it and fire sheen 2 days, man.
Say that again?
The fire sheen. I like how FVRTC brings Julia Davy on Real TV and fire sheen 2 days.
No, the fire sheen?
I like that one at all.
Hey, Defender, you know, Defender, you sure, boy?
Yeah, part of the deal was she was supposed to bring a rooster.
Recited all the corn.
The country trip.
She was to bring her what?
A rooster come and eat out all the corn.
Part of the deal was she wasn't supposed to bring a rooster on she program.
Oh, and she did it.
Protocol and bring a rooster.
Yeah, and the bus she showed.
Yeah, so the bus she showed faster than the Red House fire.
We boy.
It didn't last as long as the Red House fire was.
listen to this. Wait, listen. Hey, defender.
Oh shit! On a serious note, right?
Yeah.
Some of these PNM activists was eating ham, lamb, and jam.
But you know that we figured that out now, boy.
Why Shawers was going on Wall Street? They use and abuse and the run chief of bodies their house.
I don't know, you know. I know.
Somebody by the name of Felix.
Who Felix? The Felix?
O-N.
Oh.
On Felix.
Oh. Is that one? That is the one was on the Titans of Democracy?
I'm not sure, you know. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We gotta do some fact checking the watch.
Yeah, I gotta fact check that and see.
Enjoy night of the watch.
Yeah, man, bless.
Okay, defender.
Yeah. Tommy, you know, the last thing I want is for anybody to lose their job. Right? But we have this sitting here for a particular I know what to say. I don't know what to say. Anyway, let me go back to the chat here. So I think that's the first time that fella wrote a full sentence, you know.
Uh-huh.
You think so, Tommy? Look, the sentence on the screen.
Yeah, reading it.
I think that's the first time he wrote a full sentence, you know. Oh. KFC, welcome.
Mr. Worship.
Yeah.
Like I get my shop.
I don't know.
I call that job about Mr. Worship.
Yeah.
You know, TC and every setup, you know, they before the kill. They bring Mr. They cook that and they cook a roast. I cook a roaster and dumpling.
You feel like why? You feel like why the show no longer there? Because of rooster?
Yeah, the show crowd, they not advertising the show and nothing again. My pa shoot on Friday, I was on Friday and I said she tell me she didn't work. So you know the Mark boss today. My friend move up at that show and he get show.
Yeah. I wonder if I should
call
she boy.
We doesn't rejoice on about you lost the work. But someone are there for some telephone.
Yeah.
Because the time one with Gabalicious was working on a political station and she was fighting. She former activist colleagues and them. She only want to eat she informant. But that former Gabalicious, I see she going down by the head office Thursday. I know what she doing longest.
She wants to protect she work.
I see they bring back Jerry Andin, but he got a big play, right?
Where he is now? Where you in?
Yeah, some bottle, the oil bottle.
He's the chairman?
Yeah, Jerry Andin. Remember Jerry Andin was rubbing shoulder and kissing her Rowley and congratulating Rowley with the dragon guards. That would be a good deal for the country.
Yeah, but you know, yeah, man. You know, I mean, well, he's
you know that young cocoa.
Who's that?
I call her. I mean, gang calls me. Nobody answers to my call, but all I work on Friday, Blaze. Things supposed to happen. I bring in the documents.
Nah, KFC steady course.
I feel like that man, you gotta put a recommendation, you gotta talk to that person. And I know serious side now, man. I know serious can even the trainer was step in now.
Nah, steady course.
So
hold straight.
No
hold straight. Yeah, man. Hold straight.
Bless.
Yeah, hold straight. Don't go side.
Don't give up.
Yeah, don't give up. We're not giving up. Marshall said we're not giving up. Tommy, Caribbean Soul, I don't think we need you to translate that sentence. Tommy, I think that the first time that fella put a sentence in the chat. Yeah. So you're improving. You see what when you're in the village, what has happened? You just get help and you just improve.
Get better.
Yeah, the PNM miseducation, right? He's seeing his way. He's seeing his way. And we are happy that you're seeing your way. We're very happy. Robin, welcome. Robin from British Virgin Islands, boy. BVI. Mr. Florida, welcome. Mr. Florida.
Hey, good evening, Mr. Hanson. Good evening, Mr. Tom. Good evening to all the chorus, all the Texas, everybody. And I'm happy to see everybody on this Monday. Mr. Hanson, that should bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
You know, this should come directly from Nigeria, you know. It's Nigeria or Ghana. It was tailor-made, you know.
Yeah, but I'm looking at it, you know, because I'm watching it, that fits it perfect like that.
Yeah. It's a perfect fit. Yeah.
But Mr. Hanson and Mr. Tommy, you say the PNM say they was poor too, the ministers.
Yeah, them they was poor. Yeah, they was poor.
Well, I see that if you have it to go play it, but Mr. Hanson, if the man say he embarrassed to do delivery, so why you don't help the people them come out of that? So people who do their job now, they're not embarrassed. So what make you so special? PNM, this PNM contradicting themselves in anything they say now. Like they have no focus and no movement again, you know. Just talk and contradict yourself. People, this man say them seem to live in KFC and it's people mind in the family with that.
Yeah.
But Mr. Hanson, will play time see it.
All right, I'll play.
All right, Mr. Hanson.
Yeah, man, bless.
Okay, Florida.
Yeah, Tommy. Them people and them, you know, to me, let me finish with the chat here. Well, look at here. PNM MPs tell Beatum, we have experienced poverty. PNM's poverty pretense, nothing but rhetoric. Yeah, that is the PNM. Paul Sammy, welcome. Bless good night, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy. Bless good night to you, Paul. Joan Biznat, welcome. Good night, Tommy Wall Street, watching from Florida, boy. What part of Florida, Joan? Caribbean Soul going further and down the chart, boy. Caribbean Soul, boy, you're getting left behind, no partner. Good night, WZYE TV and listeners. What, boy? Damian Anton Vincent, good evening, Professor Warshit, Uncle Tommy and viewers. Gordon Joseph say, Lord help that man, please. He's confirming what something. The man said Tuesday, yes? Tommy, what is that one?
That one called over my head.
Yeah. Hey, Caribbean Soul, could you translate that for me, please? Gordon Dryden Joseph said, Lord help that man, please. Like he confirming what something. The man said Tuesday, yes? Caribbean Soul, translate that for me. And if you need me to go back to it, I'll go back to it. Let me make sure I keep that one. In case Caribbean Soul and Gay, while it's there, you know, I could always push it back for him. Damian, Anton Vincent, don't forget, share and subscribe. Here we go, share and subscribe, man. Monica Ramke, soon welcome. Cool Runner, Wall Street Tommy, chat, good night to you. Yeah. Lenora, welcome. Lenora, good evening. Lenora, come back. Good evening. Lenora says, good evening, Wall Street, Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, nice to be in the village. And Lenora, you know, it's always nice to have you. Bennett, boy. Bennett, good evening, Uncle Tommy and Pro Wall Street and all on the chat. Bennett, welcome, boy. Yeah, boy. You're inside big time. Yeah. CS, you have my permission to show the rest, okay? Bernard Maloney. Yeah, Caribbean Soul, translate. See if we could call in. Or send a voice note translating what Gordon Dryden Joseph said, because Clinton Williams, good night to Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy, the followers online, bless you now. Caribbean sources, if one associated with eagles, we will fly the great heights. What about if we associated with Gordon Dryden Joseph? I don't know. That's a good question, eh? Rudy Ragupat, welcome. Rudy, I think Rudy been here before. Welcome, Rudy. Batman, welcome. Pro Wall Street looking all executive, but I try a little thing, you know. A little thing I try. Semantic 62.
It work.
Eh?
It work.
Yeah, still me try a little thing, Tommy. A little thing, a little small thing. Nothing big. Lenora Ramnat, welcome. Good afternoon to you. Yeah, boy. Lenora new here? What her name sounds familiar to me. Robert Young, boy. Young. You related to the other young fella? Robert Young. Welcome, Robert Young. Oh, Caribbean sources, some days you miserable, some days I'm an angel. Gail Rasmine, good afternoon to you. Carmini,
Rampasad.
Yeah, let me say Rampasad. All right. Carmen, Rampasad. Good night, Walls and Uncle Tommy. Blessed night to you. Blessed night to you, Carmen. That's a different kind of spelling there. Carmen.
Kameni.
Yeah. Well, you have to speak for himself, but if you do with Gordon Bernard Maloney, you live strong, you will live light, you will live to bless God and try to see how you can help others. Okay, that one was a little understood. I understand that one a little better. But he improving. Caribbean soul says, Gordon have cookie-eyed daughters. I tracking her, so I want to make my father no problem. Okay. Oh, thank you, Robin. Tommy, the one who I messed up is how it will swing. Robin, thank you. Oh God. Yeah, how it go swing. That's it. That's it. Yeah, yeah. Wait now. Hey, Damien, how it swing it hang? Nah,
Yeah.
nah. Eh? I think Robin have it.
I think Robin have it too.
Yeah. Damien, one try again. How it hang it will swing. I think Robin have it. You see, Tommy, you see how Trinidad's get different interpretations of the same thing? Eh? Damien, where you get that one from? Seriously, how it swing, it hang. What is the difference though? How it swing, it hang, or how it hang, it swing? All right, wherever it is. Margaret, welcome. Happy Monday, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy and everyone in the chat. Happy Monday to you, Margaret, as well. Sharon, welcome. You know my sister, I know name is Sharon too. Sharon, is that Bernard or Bernard? That's Bernard.
Bernard.
That's not Bernard.
Bernard.
That's not the Bernard Samarima, right?
That's Bernard.
Okay. Well, something Walls. That may have been when you had 6.5 viewers, as they accuse you of having. What is them emoji on them? Me know what that is, you know. You know what them emojis is, right? Fire. The one at the end look like fire.
For
Anal Tiloxin, welcome. Well, you know we gotta keep up with Gemma. Good afternoon to you, Gemma. Gemma, where you joining us from? Hey, look at old loyalist boy, Albert Montano, boy.
Yep.
Yeah, boy. Albert, where you going, brother? Yeah, Albert was here when we had 6.5.
Right.
Yeah. Albert was loyal one. Caribbean soul, I don't have any daughter, but lovely one. By law, I am smart, so I decide if I get this girl small, I have to do so much baby things. So I got one big, my wife. Okay. All right, brother. Whatever you say. Yeah. Whatever you say, man. You have no daughter. All right. Jenny, in the Beatum, water was shown on Hines when visited. Yeah. Hines went to the Swim Olympics in the Beatum. And instead of Hines swim, he run out. Vishnu funded. Good night, Warshik, Uncle Tommy, and all the good people on the chat. Have a safe and blessed night, everyone. Welcome.
Same
S
to you.
West, welcome. Yeah, because some nights we had to go through the chat because we don't want to do you all of this service every night. Tommy Mohammed, good night, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy and all listeners. Yeah. Yeah. Miss Santa Cruz, all them talk show hosts was eating big food from the Ghost URP project. Miss Santa Cruz, let me be honest. All them PNM activists, talk show hosts. Don't just put talk show hosts. Talk all them PNM. It's PNM talk show hosts. All of them. Yeah. Tommy said now a fake article on Facebook saying that Miss Jolene John telling PSA President Miss Possessor wants to be able to give public service. He promised 10%. But not just that. John, good night to you. Not just that, folks. But think about what one of the newspaper put out with respect to Khadija Amin and talking about property tax and waiting for the money. We go play that too for you. Yeah? But it's
Yeah,
so much.
they're trying to, the fourth estate trying to railroad this partnership, this UNC and coalition of interest,
By any means necessary, Tommy. The fourth, Tommy, I have to give you credit, eh? You are the one that come up with that, eh? The fourth estate, and listener, you all have to understand. Platforms like this needed more than ever now. Platform like this needed more than ever because the fourth estate gonna continue to mislead the population.
they're working for the propaganda machine.
Yes, and they go put out the propaganda machine. Don't forget, Although don't forget that, Don't forget what a man saying down there. Or they see him right there. He said it, Right next to the political leader, the PNM. You understand? So it's all of them propaganda. Yeah. Boy, boy, Julia Davy going in truth, boy. Hey, look, Nadira. Nadira, where you been, girl? Good night, Professor Walsh. Look, I'm going to tell me everyone in live. Welcome. Macho Man. Felix the talk show you from Point. Yeah. I know Felix on Point. Oh, it is. Irvin Felix. Who is that? Okay. Banwari, welcome. The PNM in a quandary at the moment can't catch themselves. Yeah. Ramdale, welcome. Pleasant good night to Professor Washington when Tommy listening and watching. Kuva South boy. Yeah, boy. Kuva South in the house. Ramdale. Baiju. I think I get that right. Gaza Trini boy. Good night, Walls, Tommy. Gaza Trini boy. Have Gaza in Trini, Tommy?
Oh boy, these are guys at Trini.
Darren Red. Jail Ramdeen. Aside from being a lawyer, is well versed in the oil and gas. That's why he was appointed on the NGC board. Okay. Anything for Trini, Gaza Trini, good night, Wall Street and Tommy. Desmond Hines, welcome, boy. Hines had to be from somewhere up in Lavanti. Yeah. Curtis Montreshat, boy, another Chumacanian, boy. Curtis, welcome, boy. Yeah, boy. Santa Cruz say all his posts except the first need translating. I think let me see. Let me get a quick message. I think Caribbean Soul sent a voice note to translate what Gordon Dry Ginger said in. Let me see.
Top of the hour.
Mr. Wall Street and Uncle Tommy, Mr. Wall Street, so the translation for Gordon is, I meet Gordon this morning. I see Gordon dressed up in all black. He walking around the streets like he lost. So I went up to Gordon Joseph and I said, Gordon, where you going by? He tell me he going to a funeral, but he don't know which part the funeral taking place. If I could give him a location to which part the dead living.
Oh God. Oh God. All right, let me go for that break. Let me go for the first break first. Hold on. Patricia, welcome. Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy, everyone in the live, God bless. Welcome to you, Patricia. Kevin George, not related to Iowa. All right, Kevin, what are you running away from your family for? Troy Smith, welcome. Vishnu Pandit, good night, Warshik, Uncle Tommy, and everyone on the chat, blessings. Wait, all right. Chandmati Bethla. Chandmati Bethla, welcome. Look, good night to everyone locked on from Leesburg, Florida. Yeah, I think Chandmati been here before. Yeah. Okay. Sidron On, good night. Who is that in the middle with the gray hair? Wait, we're talking about Sidron. Okay.
In the PNM picture.
In the middle, in the back?
Here behind, in between Penny and Marvelous.
I know who that is now. I know who that is. KFC, we going for the break. Go ahead.
Yeah, you see that man behind Valley, the border man, that person. That is the man. Well, the boss man as RP. You go know all the PNM friends and from you give out to the contract too.
Oh, all right. Thanks.
That is the man called Parasam, yeah.
Yeah, man, bless. Folks, we're gonna take that break. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV and YouTube. And folks, let me say a special welcome before we go to the break to Paul Saran, boy. Paul says, good night, Professor. Finally completed my BSc in political science, boy. Yeah.
Congratulations, Paul.
Let me get Paul a round of applause before we go for the break. When we come back, we'll get Paul a round of applause. Folks, we're going to be taking a break. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
No more red. No more red. No more red. No more red. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see us win. We want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch for you. And we are tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of proposals and all the excuses, tired of no water, tired of stretching at the lot, tired of the eyebrows rippling, no left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see we win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye bye, me bye bye. Bye bye, bring bye bye. proposals and all the excuses. Tired of no water, tired of stretching at the lot, tired of the eyebrows rippling. No left foot, right foot, again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see we win, we want the prize again. No more penny again. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch it for you. No more red, 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 no left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see the win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch for you. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch for you. Fire! 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 Fire!
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington U on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, as soon as you get in, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also, it's 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. As the professor says, share the live. Share the live. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get the numbers up.
Now, Tommy, before we play the video on the screen, folks, I want you all to mark this down in your calendar. Mark it down. Screenshot it, please. Screenshot it. Right? As a matter of fact. Screenshot it so you all can have it. This is what PNM Fox saying, eh? Right, Tommy? If Kamala give public servants 10% plus, I join in the UNC. That's what he's saying. Yeah? Right? So, Tommy, anyway, you know what? Folks, I take that back. Forget about it. The PNM people that lie too much. Don't forget about that. Forget about that.
Give Paul his kudos. Give Paul his kudos.
Say that again, Tommy.
Give Paul the kudos.
Yeah. Paul, I want to congratulate Paul. And not just because there were times when Paul didn't know if he wanted to be a PNM or if he wanted to be a UNC. You know, it was depend on what class Paul had on certain days. Right? Right? You want to be a PNM. But Paul, I want to congratulate Paul on striving and working hard for his Bachelor of Science in Political Science. And Paul, we here at WZYE want to congratulate you. And due to that, we're going to give you a round of applause for that, Paul. Here we go. So, Paul, congratulations to you, and we wish you all the best in all your future endeavors. You remember Paul from when we first started, right?
Of course.
Yeah. That's the same Paul. Paul, how are you going, brother? Give me a call, Paul. Call me, Paul. Call me, Paul. We want to know how you're going, Paul. I know Paul going good. The man who kicked Walter and Hines was killed, Snake. All right, folks. I want you all to listen to this. Anything going by? No, I thought I had it up there. Hold on. Okay. Okay, here we go. So, folks, I want you all to listen to this. Listen carefully. I want you all to listen very carefully. Listen carefully. Because this is the hypocrisy of these black PNM people. Yes, I am saying it. This is the hypocrisy of these black PNM people, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Right? They are so inconsistent in their behavior. Inconsistent. And want to talk about all of a sudden, all they experience poverty. What were the last 10 years, Tommy? And the 26.3%. What they was experiencing, Tommy? What you call that? There's a next name for that?
PNM behavior.
So listen to this. Listen to this.
PNM MPs tell Beetham we've experienced poverty. PNM's poverty pretends nothing but red tricks. When PNM MPs stand before the people of Beetham and claim we've experienced poverty, it rings hollow and reeks of political hypocrisy. These are the same individuals who sat comfortably in government from 2015 to 2025, overseeing a decade in which thousands of vulnerable citizens, particularly poor Black communities, slipped deeper into hardship and despair. Let's talk facts. When Kamla Persad Bisesar demitted office in 2015, the percentage of Black citizens living below the poverty line stood at 17.3%, a notable reduction from the 19.8% under her administration. Under the very same PNM officials now pretending to understand struggle, that number skyrocketed to a staggering 26.3%.
So all of a sudden, Marvelous Marva, you didn't know that? Penelope Week Beckers, you didn't know that? Simon the Nosebreaker, he different. Dolly, you didn't know that? Amy Brown, you didn't know that? Oh, Amy, it's all of a sudden now you coming to tell people you used to deliver Kentucky Fried Chicken or Royal Castle to people? No? Conveniently? Look. What don't get me mad here? Tommy, you believe this?
Nope.
I cannot believe this. Let me go back. Folks, holy calls. Let's finish this video. Holy calls.
Demitted office in 2015, the percentage of Black citizens living below the poverty line stood at 17.3%, a notable reduction from the 19.8% under her administration. Under the very same PNM officials now pretending to understand struggle, that number skyrocketed to a staggering 26.3%. The highest in Trinidad and Tobago's histories. So when these PNM MPs show up in Beetham or Laventille with false empathy and photo ops, the people should ask, where were you when we were suffering? The answer, nowhere to be found.
What? What's Black Stallion say? Sufferers only want to know where the next plate of food coming from? That's what he said, Tommy.
Right. They don't care who from
Go ahead.
They don't care who from tongue, they don't care who from country.
No, you correct is right. All they want to know is where the next plate of food coming from. Marvelous Marva, you wasn't the same fella who talk about macaroni pie and the movies and thing, Where the cold pot man? He wasn't the one that talk, I ride in my bike, And all you're coming now to go in the beat them and tell people, and we have our next video with Anderson. What is that? Family Anderson. What is that one name again?
Marcel.
Oh yeah, Marcel. Although don't call the man by no other name, please. Don't call him by no other name. Call him by his full name. Yeah, listen to them. These bunch of hypocrites.
They have no moral authority to speak about poverty, especially to the very people their policies have left behind. This isn't compassion, it's calculated deception. It's yet another chapter in the PNM's handbook of red tricks, designed to mislead, distract, and cling to power at the expense of the very communities they claim to care about. The people of Trinidad and Tobago deserve truth, not political theater. They've seen the track record and they won't be fooled again. As they lamented the termination of the jobs of CPEP, forestry, and other workers, several opposition MPs said they too had experienced poverty in their early lives. In a seeming bid to express empathy with the now unemployed workers, which the opposition has estimated to be 20,000 individuals. They spoke at a PNM rally at Betham Community Center, Port of Spain, on July 10th, headed by opposition leader Penelope Beckles. Laventille West MP Kareem Marcel, who was heartily hailed by Beckles and other speakers for becoming an attorney despite his humble upbringing, testified that as a boy, when he did not have money to go to school, it was the Betham Gardens community that had sent him to school.
Kareem. All right. Okay.
He said he had many relatives and neighbors who earned their livelihood from CPEP. St. Anne's East MP and former Education Minister Dr. Nian Gadsby Dolly said that when she had to start off in school, her mother had to pawn her wedding ring to get money to buy a school uniform.
I mean, you hear this bunch of hypocrites, boy? You hear them? So all of them know that the past 10 years? All of them know that?
Nope.
Eh? They didn't know. They only know now. Now that they get kicked to the curb for the next 40 years.
For her, Dolly said that same uniform had to last her throughout her school years, with successive seamstress alterations rather than her family being able to constantly be buying her new uniforms. When I passed common entrance the Friday before school started in September, my mother pawned her wedding ring to buy me a school uniform. If I ain't have the uniform, don't talk for the books, right?
What? Listen now. Nian Gadsby Dolly, your mother had to pawn she wedding ring? My mother didn't even have a wedding ring to pawn. Eh, Tommy? She was still well off. At least the mother could pawn she wedding ring. My mother didn't even have a wedding ring to pawn. What she go pawn? Eh? Nian Gadsby Dolly, always should be ashamed of all yourself to tell people these kind of stories, you know. Yeah, nah. Tommy, that was saying, when you find yourself in a hole, you have to stop digging. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that? Yeah. Something like that. When you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. PNM, all you keep digging. I say 40, but the way all you're going might be 60 years, you know. Keep going.
I wore that uniform for 5 years of SAGS, St. Augustine Girls High School. 5 years, that one uniform. So today I felt heavy today because I understand what it feels like. Beckles, an attorney who is MP for Arima, testified that she had grown up in a home that lacked electricity and a pipe-borne supply of water.
Penny, you should be ashamed of yourself. Penny Weak Beckles, you should be ashamed of yourself. Ashamed. You know, one of these days, Penny, one of these days, I got to give the people that story. I got to give it, but not today. One of these days, Penny, I will give people this story. Eh? You're coming to try to fool people now with them rhetorics? It ain't gonna work, you know. Not this time. Right? Even though the Fourth Estate trying all kind of things for the PNM, we have them in check. And we go keep them in check.
Opposition Senator Dr. Amory Brown, a former Diego Martin Central MP and former Foreign Affairs Minister, related an enthralling story of student poverty he had coped with when studying to become a medical doctor. Spelling out the abbreviation KFC one letter at a time, he said the fast food franchise had been his employer, and in this had helped him making it through medical school financially. I am proud of it, he shouted, saying many PNM MPs had come from humble backgrounds. Now, of course, I wasn't telling many of my schoolmates what I was doing as a side job. He recalled a hilarious incident when he was a KFC delivery driver when he was called out on a delivery to a certain address.
Tommy, wait a minute. You was poor and you was a driver? Eh? When I was poor, I didn't even have a bicycle. How? Tommy, correct me if I'm wrong, you know. How could you be poor and driving a car?
Doesn't add up.
Eh? Say that again.
It makes no sense.
No, seriously. How could you be poor and driving a car, Dr. Green? How could that be? How in the life? Listen here, folks. I need your help. I need your help. You're poor in Trinidad and Tobago and you're driving a car to make deliveries? Boy, these PNM people really think people foolish and truth, you know.
As I opened the door, I realized it was a student group of my classmates who had ordered dinner and who was coming to deliver. Young Amory Brown with a bag of hot KFC. While Brown admitted to the PNM crowd the discomfort he had felt at that time, he said in retrospect he realized he should not have felt bad for earning an honest dollar. Several politicians had previously spoke about their humble upbringings. Prime Minister Kamla Persad Bisesar has spoken often about going to school without being able to...
Tommy, you see what the Fourth Estate did there?
Yep.
You see that, right? You see what they did, right?
Yep.
All of a sudden, they're talking about a PNM meeting in Beetham and the PNM MPs telling people how they experience poverty. Right? And you have to bring the Prime Minister in there now. Or let's see how the Fourth Estate is doing. Or let's see what they're trying to do. Or let's do not do it. Right? Them is PNM, you know. PNM, you know.
Afford shoes, and then having to be a waitress at age 16 when she had gone to England to study. Former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley also recalled his days as a barefoot schoolchild in Tobago, raised on his grandfather's small farm. Former Prime Minister, the late Patrick Manning, had spoken of having to go to school not in a boy's shirt, but rather in the hand-me-down blouse of an older sister, when an altered collar being inadequate to disguise the garment's origins and spare him from teasing.
You see that? You'll have to be careful with the Fourth Estate, you know. We have to be very, very, very careful with them. Very, very careful, you know. Or you see that one story, how it take twist and turn, and they had to bring in Kamala story. Yeah?
Propaganda.
Mr. Florida, welcome.
Mr. Anselm, and Mr. Tommy, I believe you are here. Well, I only have one question to ask, right?
Yeah.
So all you ministers who was in that meeting, who was in power at that time?
I don't know.
It wasn't PNM?
I don't know. I don't know what them fellas are going to be saying. Seriously, I don't know.
How does the contradiction yourself? PNM was in power, and all when you say all you do and sell this and stuff, why it is in 2025 people still have to do that? And PNM was in power all this time.
All this time. PNM in power.
So make it make sense, but you see the critical thinkers and I won't ask them that question. If I was in that meeting, I say, so who was in power when he was going through that?
Yeah. And I would have asked Dr. Green, Dr. Green, you was poor and you was driving a car? What kind of car you was driving? I know when I grew up in Chumaka, Claverton, I didn't even have a bicycle and I was poor. Or you driving a car and you poor?
The man was driving a Range Rover.
Yeah, man. Make it make sense now. UNCM Proud, welcome. UNCM Proud.
Good evening, Professor and Uncle Tony and all your listeners. I try to say that around the world in 60 seconds.
Yeah.
And to share a life.
Yeah.
Uncle Wall Street.
Yeah.
Professor.
Yeah.
You see, when you have to lie, right? Is a nice thing. Because once Manning say, show me a liar, and I'll show you a thief.
Correct.
I will call some them, and I not say there's thief, though. I just say there's a liar. Because if every Brown, under Eric Williams' time, in 1952 and 53, because he had to be about 40-something years old, right? He's a liar. Because here what's going on. KFC, when KFC establishment, Kentucky Fried Chicken sell and the Syrian take it. It was in the 80s, right? Yeah. And if you went to school in the 80s, they didn't have delivery. They didn't have delivery, they didn't have motorbike or nothing. You had to go in the place and buy a chicken.
Yeah.
And there was 4 outlets alone in Trinidad and Tobago. Eh? So tell them stop lying. And the next thing and also, when Penelope want to talk about the barefoot and the bear this and the bear that, I want to tell the listeners that just the other day, when Kid Rowley, before he gave Stuart Young a Hollywood contract, right? The young ladies in this country, in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, could not have stay prepared. I say that so. You know, I started saying nothing, but stay prepared. They could not buy the average young children. The parents could not buy stay prepared to get them to go to school. Eh? So, Uncle Wall Street.
Yeah.
That's imagine, right? Ghastly Dolly says she get a dress, a uniform for 5 years. Eh? They hear lie. There is lie. But here what's going on. They serve the government for 10 years and ask how much children I get uniform in the time just the other day. She talking about since 1980s coming up here. Eh? And we talking about 2023, 2022, after COVID. They could not get uniform. And you know this thing about it? You telling me, you tell the people, the children, the mother and them, you will get them a uniform grant, but other pastor means test and ask Gatsby Dolly that they give the woman the check and they put the wrong name on it and actually she get the name changed and get the people the check. Eh? But here what's going on. Tell them for the last 10 years that will get them out of the office. Cannot thief, cannot do this, cannot do that. And 10 years they're running the country and everything. Kamla. Eh? Scotland. And Fitzgerald Hines was 2 ministers in national security. Every ministry had 2, and yet still they could not do what the UNC do in 4 months. And tell them, I, Southwestern and UNC and Ford, support the Honorable Ms. Kamla Prasad Bissessa, SC, for political leader of the United National Congress as the lead this country until, right? And here what's going on. Tell them when they talk the truth and stop misleading the people and the propagandists is that what keep them out of office, kick them out. Have a nice night.
Thank you. But I want you to listen to this as well. Eh? Take a listen to this. Listen to this.
To my PNM supporters, I hope all are watching and learning. All I notice the PNM speaking at a different tone now. Let me be real. If all is PNM, all is PNM. But all I notice is speaking at a different tone. They calm. Nobody is saying yang, and nobody is telling people to jackass the scene and choose a woman wisely. As Foster keeps saying, I am the mayor of Loch Paro. Who remember Shamfa Kujo? Nobody lives there. Small jackass, big jackass, same jackass. Roman, get out of my face. If your name man, meet me outside. Meet me on the pavement. You realize all of a sudden now, they're fighting for poor people. In the last 9 years, all I ever see them doing this. I promise you, you are not going to hear them speaking in that manner anymore. Because guess what? Y'all vote them out. And guess what? If y'all didn't vote them out, they would have continued to act in the manner that they was acting before. A lie? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Correct is right. All on a sudden, PNM now know it's our poor black people in Trinidad. All they didn't know it's our poor black people in the Beatum. I was talking about that for years. KFC, welcome. And all on a sudden, the PNM, the PNM like there was in a mirage, and they come out of the mirage, and now they know it's our poor black people in Trinidad. Go ahead, KFC. KFC.
You don't understand what your uncle told me. That was sudden.
Boy, you think it is?
You so evil and wicked in PNM.
Yeah. The man used to drive a car to go and deliver it and he poor.
So
go ahead.
I said, anyway, no, about 3,000 ampoules and short till I sell 14 down in the beaten down there. It's about the Boston bag, you have a shy and cover right there. You have a Boston bag and pizza. You have some for us and fry anytime again. What am I going to grow for them kind of wicked things so my parents were any kind of evil. If I can never like the PLM, it's so much they can. The love of people on the Star Wars shit.
Yeah, they love poor people now.
Yeah, we already studied PLM. PLM is a process in the power crowd of the next 40 something years.
Correct is right.
They're too evil.
Evil and wicked. Tommy, can you imagine that boy? When I saw that, I said, well, wait now, boy. Them really think people foolish in Trinidad and Tobago, and especially black people, you know. Because the PNM don't like black people. Them don't like black people. The PNM does not like black people. They only like poor black disadvantaged people when an election come around so they could vote for them. That is it. Full stop. Yes, COP. Go ahead.
Professor Walsh, they don't even like black people. They don't even like them black people and them.
They don't?
They don't even like them. No. They don't even appreciate them. The only thing they want from the people and them is that index finger to vote.
That is it.
The PNM.
That is it.
And if they vote for the PNM, they kill them politically.
And COP. And think about it. That's why we have to take care of CPEP and URP. Because there was stuff in the ballot with URP people. You understand? And then threaten them if they don't go to a march, if they don't go to the conference. Yeah, you understand? Right? That's why the new government had to fix that.
And put them contract them in the right people hand, caring people hand.
Yes.
People who care about people. But I want to tell the PNM supporters and them. You see all them booklets that all you have get today? Carry it. When they ask them to come out in meetings, I want to use all your politically. Carry all your booklets with all you. And give it to Penny. Give it to Faris Alwari. Give it to Stuart Young. And ask them to assist all you in getting them books. Carry your light bill. Carry your water rate. And ask them to help you pay for those things. All of you that paying rent. Go and ask them to help all you pay all your rent. Because Professor Walsh, the people most of the people who are under pressure today is the people that the PNM fire the mother and father, you know.
Correct is right.
Mothers and fathers care buy books.
Yes.
Children, you know.
Yes. Yes.
That is a fact, you know.
Yes.
Carry all your booklets for those PNM ministers and them and ask for assistance. See if all you get the help. And I want to challenge you, the PNM supporters and them. Carry 20 booklets for Faris Alwari. Take 20 booklets and carry it for Faris Alwari and ask him for assistance. That next one from the BTM. Carry 20 booklets for them. And each one of them PNM MPs and them is 13 of them.
Yeah.
13 of them must have 20 booklets from each one of them constituency that they win the election.
Yeah.
And see if all get them books on them. How sad it is. That's what they have to do. Give them all the children booklets and ask for assistance. Give them the landlord number and let them pay the rent online, all them things. Ask for assistance that way. Don't just go and walk out with them after 9-10 years. They abandon all you and now come in and ask for assistance. And when they are meeting, the people that have to go by the shop and buy water in the Wall Street.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have to go by the shop and buy water in the None of them ministers can buy 20 cases of water and put it in a corner over there and everybody want to drink a gay water. Or Lucas and thing, all those multi-millionaires.
Yep.
They have to buy water. They go in the shop. I see one of them want to walk a good distance, about a mile, to buy 2 water. You know. I say, time you come back, you're tired, you have to go back. Anyway, I now come back from doing my exercise there, Wall Street.
Yeah.
I make a 2.5 miles. Feel good.
Excellent, man.
Trinidad and Tobago. But exercise too. Go and walk in the evening, sweat a little bit and feel good. Thank you, Professor Walsh. Uncle Tommy, yes, have a good night.
Yeah. Paul, Welcome back to WZYE 95.9 FM, Paul. How are you, Paul?
Pleasant good evening to you, Professor.
How are you?
Good evening to Tommy, and good evening to Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension, the United States of America.
Good evening, Paul, and congratulations.
What happened is that you're welcome, appreciate it so much. This have been a journey for me from since 2020 during the COVID-19 to present. And, I've been into like semesters. I failed one course within that 5-year period, and I went back at it again. And I mean, persons want to talk about success and success and success. So that I had no support system, whether it be immediate family, whether it be emotional. Gate, I also get 2 scholarship of the islands from Jamaica and Barbados, right? There was a situation where my house was for foreclosure, and it's presently at the High Court, so I had to deal with that pressures. I reached out to key people in the political arena, and doors were shut on me, and different things that I continue to go through. But consistency and determination make me feel happy today. And knowing the fact that even though my parents are deceased now, the memories of my mother and the way she taught me to just be consistent and do what I have to do, I was very resilient. And today I looked at the political landscape in Trinidad and Tobago, and I see people boasting about whatever they went through in life to get what they have. But most of the time, some of these situations and some of these stories are also based on nepotism. But in terms of my stories and other stories that I've heard about, it's not based on that. And I am simply saying, not pointing fingers at anyone, but I'm simply saying that my story was not heard, and it will never be heard, because I am not one to go by each political party or political persons in politics, like key persons, and battle each other. That is grassroots kind of nasty politics. And because I will be graduating with a bachelor's degree in political science. I went back to the drawing board. I felt exceptionally well. I felt good in the way I feel now. And I would always try to tell persons, continue to be resilient. I mean, not having the support system really break me down. But you know what, Professor? I did it, and I'm.
You there, Paul?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, Paul. Paul, let me say this. I want to congratulate you for working hard and being resilient and able to achieve something that you set out to achieve. I always say your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. And you embody that quote. And so you should give yourself a round of applause and give yourself a tap on the back to let you know that you worked hard and you achieved something that you really wanted to achieve, and nobody can take it away from you.
Yeah, thank you. And the next step for me, Professor, Trinidad and Tobago, the USA, is that it's either I become a senator, a policy analyst, a political researcher, a political scientist, and there's so many fields that you could get into doing political science. I mean, my professors who work with me, I had to make 90 credits in order to be graduated. My professors keep consistent with me. They allow me to think critically. They push me to the level. They were a professor, particularly from Barbados. I had to cry at night and I went to sleep. And it was really, 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 really hard. But thank you, and I will continue to give a tap on my back. Thanks again.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Congratulations again.
Huh?
Congratulations to Paul.
Yeah, congratulations to you, Paul, man. Because, folks, in spite of all the politics and what side you decide to pick, when you're successful, but you see, Tommy, career marshal is a little different, eh? You understand? When we're talking about success and things like that, the kind of rhetorics, spouted on a platform is unacceptable. Ram the Ryan, welcome.
Good night, Professor Wall Street.
Good night.
And good night, Dr. Tommy.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
All these PNM member of parliament, they're liars. Every one of them. You catch them lying, they have short memory. They can't remember what they said half an hour ago. If they tell you something half an hour ago and ask them, they say something different. See? And next one, I want to ask Emily Brown, what year KFC opened in Trinidad? That he was delivering KFC. What year KFC opened in Trinidad? If he knows that.
Yeah, that's a good point,
you know. Lie so much.
Yeah, we had to find that out.
Yeah. That the lies get caught up with them. And I get caught up with them in a big way. You know?
Correct.
You know Wall Street? I went to school, secondary school, San Fernando. I did those years we had London University and Cambridge University exams. Mm-hmm. I did London GCE exam and I made 8 subjects. Wow. 7-1 and 1-2. Mm. Unfortunately, I couldn't go advanced level because I didn't have the finance. Mm. And from there I started working to help my parents. Mm. You know? So that's to tell you. I wonder if anyone is these politicians know if there was Cambridge exam in Trinidad and London exam in Trinidad. Mm-hmm. You see? So they all knows nothing. They're just short memory. And again, I say, if they tell you something half an hour ago, you ask them half an hour after, they can't remember what they say. Because the memory are too short. You see? Anyhow, Uncle Tommy, take care. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good night.
I always tell people, Tommy, let me go to the voice notes. I always told people, 37 years ago before I got married, my mother-in-law told me, a liar has no memory.
No memory.
A liar has no memory. And, that's a good point where Ram the Rhine is. I would like to know when KFC opened in Trinidad and Tobago and when they had delivery. Because I'm like, that man had a car to make deliveries, boy, and he was poor. He telling poor people.
How old is Brown?
Let me find out. Let me see. I'll find out right now. Because, Tommy, my thing is that, how old is Dr. Amory Brown? How old is Dr. Okay, hold on. Folks, we'll find out. How old is Dr. AMERY of Trinidad? Let me see. So when I listened to that thing there, I was like, wait now, boy. That man delivering Kentucky Fried Chicken with a car and he poor back in the day. Now, this is what it says, eh? Dr. Amory Brown was born in 1975. Right? So he's 50 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So at what age do you think you will start delivering, Tommy? At about 15, right? Well, what age you could drive in Trinidad?
17.
So 75 and 10 is 85 and 5 is 90 and 2 92, right? 1975. So that'll be around 1992, right? Ram the Rhine, welcome.
Yeah. KFC opened in Trinidad in 1973.
1973.
Outlet opened Sunday. Google it and see.
Okay. Okay, all right.
1973.
Okay. All right, thanks. So Tommy, let me think about it, right? So 1975 and 10 is 1985 and 5 is 1990 and 2 is 1992. Right? That's around 17 years of age. Correct?
Yep.
So what we are saying here is around 1992, Dr. Amory Brown, was making deliveries. No, folks, we're speculating here. We're trying to put a timeline on this.
Well, if he was in the university, he may have started a little later than 17.
A little later than 92?
Let's say 94. Give him 9.
Okay.
Let's say he was 9.
Yeah, my point is this. My point is simply this. When I hear you say you're poor and you have a car to make deliveries, right? Okay. So Kathleen says Amy Brown is 52 years old. He went to school with my son in QRC. So this here says, let me try this. Yeah. Thank you, Kathleen. Let me use
Kathleen is saying he was born 75, right?
No, but she's saying he's 52. Let me use something else. Let me use another. Hold on. Let me use this. Hold on, So we're just trying to figure this out. Let me see if this is correct. Hold on, So Kathleen said 1973. Okay. I'm looking at Wikipedia. All right. So we figured out. So he was born between. Kathleen says 1973. So let's take Kathleen word for it. Right? So he's 52. Right? So give or take 2 years. Let me see what else here. 1990? No, it can't be 1990, man. It can't be 1990. Anyway, so yeah, Andrew, that's why I want to know if you are 16, 17 years of age and you have a car
Can be poor.
deliveries, how in the world could you be poor, Tommy?
No way.
How you really think people dumb, dotish? You have to really think that, and you actually make that statement, boy. And you know what make it worse? He went into the beatum. We have some of the poorest black people to try to fool them. That is part of the problem. That is the problem. You see, folks, the PNM, the stake supporters for fool because they went into the beatum, right? And listen to this. All right, let me play this one here first. No, we're gonna play this one. We're gonna play this one after this one. Listen to this one. Listen to this. Listen to this, Only listen to this, This is coming out from our PNM, Listen to this.
And we are coming for this nasty, wicked, evil government that we have in place. Let me tell you something. Allow me to first signal the importance of this meeting here tonight. In my lifetime, very long, 30 years old, I have never attended or seen or heard or witnessed a national meeting of the People's National Movement ever held in Beetham Gardens. Allow me to thank our political leader for having the trust and the faith and the confidence in Lavantil West and in Beetham Gardens to overfill this hall, downstairs, upstairs, and outside.
And Tommy, you admitted you admitted that the I mean, when we say PNM don't like black people, people just think, hey, how they go say that? And Patty and them, Patty and Gordon Joseph and Badman and all them, just getting a frenzy, you know. There's getting a PNM frenzy. They have a new frenzy called it PNM. Oh God, how they go say that? The proof is there. Listen to this fella again, eh? This is a MP of the PNM, you know. This is not Uncle Tommy or Wall Street saying this, you know. This is an MP of the PNM. Listen to it.
And we are coming for this nasty, wicked, evil government that we have in place. Let me tell you something. Allow me to first signal the importance of this meeting here tonight. In my lifetime, very long, 30 years old, I have never attended or seen or heard or witnessed a national meeting of the People's National Movement ever held in Beetham Gardens. Allow me to thank our political leader for having the trust and the faith and the confidence in Lavantil West and in Beetham Gardens to overfill this hall, downstairs, upstairs, and outside.
Tommy, the man admitted, the fella admitted that PNM don't like black people. PNM don't like black people. The fella just admitted, you know, 30 years and PNM never held a meeting in Beetham and Lavender have never forsaken the PNM. Hey, Tommy, something wrong.
Yep.
Something
wrong. At least the truth is coming out.
Tommy, I think them fellas and them, they have to continue doing what they're doing. Because every time they step on a stage, Tommy, it's more and more coming out. More and more.
That the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country. And we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
So I don't want to be in opposition. The minute I lost the seat in La Hoqueta Talparo, all of my secretariat at the MP's office, plus the secretariat at the ministry, lost their jobs. It pains me that they have no job. I see from the UNC that they sent home some reforestation contractors, that they plan to send home CPEP workers, URP workers. Those are PNM citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Some of them may not even be, some of them get caught up saying yellow is the code and voted UNC.
Remember to take the gospel of the PNM and to spread it in your homes, your villages, in your offices, and throughout the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago.
Olia, we cannot forget, you know. This is the PNM, you know. By any means necessary, you know. And Tommy, we talked about the fourth estate, right? We talked about that. Right? Listen to this story. What do you think these people easy? Listen to this story. Listen to this one.
The Minister of Rural Development and Local Government, Khadija Amin, has dismissed as misleading a headline by a local media house which claimed her project plans had stalled due to a lack of property tax funds.
You hear that, Tommy?
Yeah.
You hear that?
What estate?
The minister has to come out and let people know that the headline by the fourth estate, the PNM fourth estate, right?
So propaganda.
Propaganda. Listen, Tommy, All you see this here?
That the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country. And we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
I mean, the man says every nook and cranny. You know what that means? Correct?
Yep.
And here we have the proof. The Fourth Estate lying on the minister. Blatant lie. Yeah? Let's finish this.
Told due to a lack of property tax funds. She called the Guardian media headline inaccurate and sensational, stressing that projects have not stalled. Minister Amin said her ministry is working with regional corporations to manage the current budget, and a recent meeting with corporations and ministry officials focused on ensuring funding requests were properly submitted and allocations stayed on track.
And in that meeting, several corporations highlighted shortfalls in their allocations in critical areas because the previous government did not provide sufficient allocation to cover expenses, critical expenses such as wages and COLA, scavenging, which is garbage collection, and other day-to-day operational needs. In some cases, regional corporations received up to 5 months less than the funding they required.
In a release, the ministry clarified that the meeting focused on strategies to fill funding gaps, like reallocating funds from less essential areas to cover critical needs like wages, COLA, and garbage collection. The minister said all municipal corporations remain active in executing development projects and community programs, and reassures daily paid workers and contractors that efforts are being made to meet all financial obligations. She said the property tax was only briefly mentioned as one of the budget lines. Minister Amin stressed this was never the main focus.
The suggestion that we are relying on property tax to roll out projects is just a total misinterpretation of what the meeting was. The ministry is managing with the current budget with the fiscal prudence and transparency, and we are really correcting years of underfunding by the previous administration.
Are you there? No audio.
Yeah, good night, Professor Walsh. Good night, Uncle Tommy. Good night, everyone. All right, let me turn up. You hear me better now? Because, are you hearing me better now?
A little better.
Are you hearing me better? Am I talking? Yeah, I'm driving home in this rain here with this storm. But anyway, Professor Walsh, I listened last night, and Uncle Tommy and everyone, to your show. And I want to tell you a couple things. This morning it's a concerted effort based on a RARA campaign. If you know what's a RARA is a person who just talks when they have nothing better to do or say. You see, the PNM, starting with Colm Imbert, believes that they will make a glorious return, just like in 1986, 87. They came back in 1990 when the NAR was basically decapitated. Colm Imbert talked about that, right? This morning we had Marvin Gonzalez, as well as Mr. Skeets, S.C. Skeets Scotland, and they have that propaganda machine that Max James, the people were making fun of him concerning the propaganda. But I want to tell the current government this. It is not, and I'm saying this pointedly, there is a campaign to possibly destabilize this government. And it's going to start with propaganda. Now, here's the thing, 103,000 people didn't vote for the PNM. So the PNM is not playing to the audience who didn't vote for the UNC. You know. Just listen to me. Go ahead. I am not repeating. Let me listen to me, man. You got to listen to me carefully. I am saying, listen to me. No, listen to me, man. Let me make my statement. You can make a constructive statement here. I want to see this government succeed. You were not there, Professor. You and Uncle Tommy left Trinidad and Tobago in the 70s. I saw working in the finance industry. I did not get a job for almost 1 year with tough A levels, coming from a tough school. Okay, Professor Wall Street. I was a teacher for 5 years. I worked in the finance industry. I saw the mayhem that the PNM left the NAR, Professor Wall Street. I can tell you things. So I'm saying again, Carl Membert and the rest of them, they're using the propaganda machine to try to destabilize, because I'm saying, I didn't say that. I'm saying this is what they are saying. They believe, not me, they believe that they are playing to an audience who did not vote for them, because 325,000 people voted for the PNM, Professor Wilson and Uncle Tommy and everyone. Last time, it dropped off to about 202. So what I'm saying is very simple. The UNC has to get an information officer, minister in the Prime Minister's office, whether it be Philip Alexander, whether it be somebody, to counteract these people. Because what they're going to try to do, and let me leave you with this. Keith Scotland is already talking that nonsense this morning about the 81 murders that happened since the 28th of March, and the bill said give us 6 months, but he's still trying to ascribe the 81 murders to the current government, and they have to be careful with that. So this why, listen to me. Problem that this government has to get an information minister to counteract this, because let me leave you with this, Professor Wall Street. You said yesterday, I listened to your show yesterday properly. Who he alleges was proved. Marvin Gonzalez, who's a lawyer, Skeet Cotton, who's a lawyer, is saying bring the proof. When you have possibly people who are getting a slush fund, not showing up to work and getting paid, that is called like a RICO here in the United States. That is like the mafia that Keith Rowley spoke about. So I'm leaving this government simply, Mrs. Prasad Bissessa and everyone, get an information minister to start Barry Paderat, because they need to coordinate, because they're going to press and press and press, because they believe.
All right.
Like in 92,
Leave it there. Top of the hour. Top of the hour.
Professor,
all right.
Good night.
Yeah,
Good night, Uncle Tommy. Have a good night, everyone.
Okay, bless.
Good night.
Folks,
Thank you.
We'll take that quick break. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We're going to go for that break. Stick and stay. When we come back, we have more for you. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
When UNC wins, everybody wins. When UNC wins, Trinbago wins. Everybody wins. Everybody wins. Tell your neighbor, tell your friend, now is the time to rise and shine. Tell your mother, tell your father, now is the time to decide. If you want leaders who can build, place your ex by the rising sun. If you want leaders who can lead properly, place your ex by the rising sun. On election day, vote UNC. One love, one team, one hope, one dream. On election day,
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And folks, don't forget, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. Share the live, just like the professor said, share the live. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get the numbers up.
And of course, yes, folks, of course, that is totally accurate. Let me see something here. We have a breaking news for you. We have some quick breaking news, you ladies. Let me see if that thing is here. Okay, it's not there. Let me see if it's here. Here we go. Paul, you have to hold on. Hold on, Paul. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on, Paul.
Okay.
Let me get this breaking news.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on. So, folks, the UNC announced date for election of political leader. Please be advised that at the meeting of the National Executive of the United National Congress today, the 14th of July, 2025, the decision was taken to hold the election for the post of political leader on the 17th of August, 2025. Yeah? So we have what we call here. So as we go on, folks, with this breaking news, nomination day will be the 27th of July, 2025. The public and the party membership will be advised of further details in due course. So just to recap, be advised that at the meeting of the National Executive of the United National Congress today, 14th of July, 2025, the decision was taken to hold the election for the post of political leader on the 17th of August, 2025. Nomination day will be 27th of July, 2025. Paul, welcome. Paul, go ahead. Paul. All right, Paul, call back. Call back, Paul. Yes. So that's the breaking news, folks. Tommy, I don't really expect anyone to contest the political leader and prime minister of the UNC. Paul, welcome.
Pleasant good night to you, Professor. Good night to Tommy. Good night to Trinidad and Tobago, the Caribbean, and the United States of America.
Paul, can I say something?
Professor, sure you can.
Paul, now that you're a political analyst, you have to be in the middle. You have to be down the middle, you know.
Right. So it will be unbiased views. Thank you.
You sure about that?
I'm very certain. I know what my professors and them taught me.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Right. So what I'm simply saying to you, Professor, right, is that when you looked at the defeat of the People's National Movement, and you looked at the internal election, I tried to look at everything, right, because I have been around for quite some time. I really honestly believe that the PNM needs some introspection. And while I say that is because when you looked at the mixture in the PNM right now, we have the inexperienced politicians, we have the experienced politicians, and then we have persons who don't even know why they are there in the party.
Paul,
because they don't have a clue about politics, right?
Paul, be careful.
So when you have that,
Paul,
that's okay. That's
you're saying
fine.
we. You're saying we, Paul. You're saying we. You're saying we.
Okay.
Be careful.
Right. So
I'm just trying to
right,
help you.
so
That's all.
That's okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
When I looked at it, sorry, and I am very disenchanted. As an upcoming political scientist, as a person who study politics, I think that the former ministers, persons who's in the Senate on the opposition side, they are not seeing clear through a glass window. They're not seeing it. So when people pelt on their glass window and it is broken with truth. It is broken with truth, right? And they're not taking time to understand what the membership of the party is saying, the supporters of the party are saying, and also by extension, the population, right? And by 100 and something thousand abstaining from not voting for the People's National Movement because they didn't want it to vote for the UNC, so they abstained. What does that say about the leadership and the type of persons that are presently in opposition? And that is all I have to say. There's so much advice I would still want to give, but I honestly think that they cannot start paying me for advice. They can't. And I will leave it there. Thank you.
Thank you. Paul. I want to help you, Paul, but if you want to swim up that stream, Paul, the PNM dead. Let me tell you this, Paul. The PNM dead in the water. This time, the PNM is dead. They're dead in the water. I'm telling you that, Paul, and listen to me. Listen.
Laid to rest. Laid to rest. Laid to rest. Laid to rest. It's alleged. It's alleged. It's alleged. It's alleged. Hey. Tell them Kamala say PNM dead. Petrocan workers say the party dead, dead, dead. Bubba billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money. The end is here. Security. PNM dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say PNM dead. Even the 1% say the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making. The DMO leaving. PNM dead.
Sorry, but when you are going to go into the bowels of the beast of the PNM and try to fool poor black disadvantaged people and tell them, I was poor, you know. I had to drive my car, right? I used to make delivery for Kentucky Fried Chicken, drive my car to go and make delivery. You go into the beat them and tell poor black disadvantaged people that, Dr. Brown, you should be ashamed of yourself. And that's why Penelope weak, you know. A fish doesn't rotten from the tail. That's why she's called Penelope Weak Beckles. You let Amy Brown go and tell her message and you beat them? I would have said, Dr. Brown, here what you have to do. Go back up there and clean up that message. Because that message smell like the water, then people were smelling on the beat them for months. That's how that message smell. And you actually let him deliver that message, Penny Weak Beckles. And that's why the people are saying Penny is weak. She weak. But folks, I want you all to listen to Senator Naked sending a message to the Ferris wheel. Listen to this. Them fellas and them good, you know. Them fellas and them good. Take a listen. We will come to the chat just now. Listen to this.
Trinidad and Tobago, Faris Alvari, the $200 million rental man, inadvertently got it right yesterday. Faris, you got it right yesterday. In your stupidity, your absolute PNM dunciness, you got it right. Kamala Prasad Bisasa and the UNC we are targeting African youth. We are targeting that demographic that for 63 years the PNM has decimated.
And Senator, let me just add something, Senator. The last 10 years, Senator, the PNM have targeted poor black disadvantaged people by increasing it from 17.3%, which Kamala Prasad was to reduce it from 19.8% to 17.3%, the amount of black people living below the poverty line. And the PNM targeted poor black disadvantaged people, target them for them to go into the sub-basement. Not in the basement, in the sub-basement, from 17.3% to 26.3%, 52%. So yes, Senator, you are right, but I just wanted to add that right here for you.
African youth, African communities, the worst in all indices in health, employment, the communities, the family index that the PNM decimated to the point that the most single homes, single mother homes, or single father homes are in the African communities in Trinidad and Tobago. And that is our problem right there. And yes, Kamala Prasad and Bissessa and the UNC, we are targeting African youth.
And Senator, please don't forget who scored the lowest under 30% in the SCA, Senator. Don't forget that, under the PNM, They look like you and I, Senator, under the PNM. Yeah? I just wanted to add that in there too.
As a matter of fact, the African demographic in general. So the weed laws that we are proposing to raise the age from 18 to 21, yes, that is targeting the African youth. And we in the UNC will own that. We are targeting them so that they don't become apathetic, they don't become dormant, sedentary, sitting at home with 4 plants. That is what the PNM does. That is what they give. That is what they give African people after 63 years. When they give them 4 plants, 4 wheat plants for them in their maturing ages, when their brain's still forming, by all studies, to make them just sedentary and unaware. While you, Alrawi, and your community, your so-called wannabe 1% community, keep for the country. And it's not you wanted to enact laws to have an industry, a cannabis industry. So what, you're angry now that your clientele, the base of your clientele has shrunk? Yes, we are targeting African youth, but in the right way, to make them more productive, to make them more part of the mainstream community, to bring them into solid employment, sustainable employment, to make them get away from CPEP and menial labor, to give them generational wealth. That is what the UNC doing. So yes, we targeting African youth. You finally say something right, you big PNM dunce, Faris Alwari. So your hopes of maintaining a monopoly on African apathy is finished, Alwari. Go back and tell your handlers that the UNC is here to make sure that we represent the most dispossessed, the most abused communities that the PNM has left behind. So yeah, we targeting the African youth. And that is why they put us in government, to uplift them. Something that you and the PNM can never do. Look at Harry. you trying to stop, you trying to rile up black youth against UNC. But half the UNC is black people now. Wrong with you? The occasional red man, but that's good. Harry, but he's a real PNM dance boy. Oh gosh, you have no chance. You have no chance. Penny, come better than that. Not Harari. Not Harari to send a message. Trinidad and Tobago, loving the house all the time.
You hear that?
Yep.
You hear it? Yeah? All you know when all you listen to them fellas and them. Hey, Tommy, when you listen to them, let me see if I have any voice note. Tommy, have any voice note, yeah?
Yeah, I have one. Let me play it.
Yeah, go ahead, play.
Good evening again. I laugh, you know. A man give a joke, but I feel it was a serious. And what the man said about Gordon Joseph, I mean, I really want to meet that man. What the man said about Gordon Joseph, you know, Wall Street laugh. That's why I be laughing. Anyhow, on a serious note, back to Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, boy. It's getting ugly. It's getting real ugly. I mean, I recall when we, the country lovers, were saying, listen, since you've been in opposition, what the heaven have you done so that people can say, okay, you deserve the chance to be in the front seat of the governance? What have you done? What have you put in place? You know the kind of responses we were getting from the 6.5 of them? Hey, don't study them. Study you in government. Don't study the opposition. Don't study. Okay. All right. So now, the back of the fan is what collect the thing and sending it all over the place. And you know what we're in? Well, we're going to meet and things are going to roll out. And just now, you will see. That ain't something familiar. I mean, let me be honest and truthful, or at least try to be. That ain't something familiar. Those lines are not taken from a book that they are just quote. Eh? My betterness, and people buy into that, you know. Eh? And they want to beat like egg for cake. What the secretary of the PNM say. Eh?
Singing.
Propagandists. Propagate is to say what want to be said. Yeah. So I ain't see that no different. Yellow is the code. Anywhere you go. Yellow is the code. So that wasn't propagating. Eh? And look, all you trim all your toenail, eh? And when all you're pelting them thing for it to hit, make sure you use all your left hand. All right? I tell you that it's going to be ugly, you know, because you see a promise, a man's word in his bond. That is in the book that I endorse. If you want me to get it, I could tell you where it is found. Okay? You make these promises and them, some of them so ridiculous. People who don't even like the PNM were telling you that this is not real, because listen, the hen will come home to roost. All right, and you have to deal with all these people with their bucket, their pot, and their pan watching you in their eye and their mouth white. Listen to somebody who know the terrain. Fix the thing quick now. Come up with something now. Because you did not tell them this is how you will go. You tell them everybody will win. I mean, you never explain properly what this win is, because there's no way everybody could win. Somebody had to lose for somebody to win. But you tell them everybody will win. But I don't want to be long, so I will stop there for now.
Caller, welcome. Mr. Intellectual, welcome.
Evening. This evening, Pro and Uncle T.
Good evening.
Everybody on the chat this evening. Ignorance is a...
If you think education is expensive, try ignorance.
Try ignorance, yes.
Good night, Professor Wall Street.
Hold on, caller. Hold on.
Go ahead,
Am I
Mr.
interrupting
Intellectual.
something?
Go ahead, Mr. Intellectual. Go ahead.
Okay. the height of ignorance of some of these people and them really amazes me, you know. You sure that this Mr. Maloney is a normal human being? Or is it that PNM people just fall on their head and they just get noticed just like that?
No, Jesus.
Hold on. Hold on, Vincent.
The whole problem with these people and them, they wait for 9.5 years and they get nothing, right? It only going in 3 months, they want everything. Them has seen all the deliveries that came out within the first 2 months. Them can't see that. You understand? Them prefer corruption. Them prefer people who eating out the treasury and nobody can get none. You understand? These people and them just want everything for themselves and they care about nobody. That is why his friend fall off a ladder and dead because he refused to install the air conditioning unit for him. That's the kind of people that say that all them love God and all kind of thing. And they want to come and talk about, point the finger at other people. It's wickedness in their heart. And then they want to put God in the middle of everything and talk about God. These people and them supposed to sit down. I sent a little text here for you to tell you. If you're sure you know what you were saying this evening when they say he growing, he learning something, he learning to put a sentence together. You see all the other texts on him that he put in? Like when he get a little compliment, he just get more stupid. Yeah, little compliment like that and he get dotish. He can't function again. So you could imagine when the PNM tell him, boy, go and talk, boy. Go and talk. Big we up. Make we look good. That's all them fellas and them could do. They have nothing else to do but to come and lie and support lie and encourage wickedness in the country and then them telling themselves them is patriot, country first. Boy, them is sick set of people, boy. Then people, yeah, I don't know what kind of punishment them will get when you're here. The Lord decide to put in your appearance. You know. It ain't a place.
Intellectual.
It ain't no place in heaven for them fellas. And have a blessed evening, gentlemen.
Go ahead. Caller, go ahead.
Go ahead, Mr. Vincent.
Oh God, no comment. Good night, Uncle Tommy and Professor Waltree.
Good evening.
Now, I listened to that dry gin Joseph, and it's like my stomach started burning me even more. Let me tell you something. You see, it's a liar. They have no memory.
True.
For the last 9 years, we all live here. Right? You telling me, look at what is working with people. And then they want to tell you about the fan and the thing behind, coming from behind the fan. It's them that caused that. They have no shame. George with the shame. Where these people going with this thing? They need to stop it. You need to go and repent. Yeah, this is evil. You know, and the thing is very hard for the people's face, boy, because you're telling yourself you and your family doing better than everybody else. So it's that cool scene. As a PLM and the hell is it everybody else? Once my family good. Man shot never high. People losing a job and kneeling down in the road and kind of thing, boy. Because of the PLM. You never see that before, boy. Where you going when it's stupidest? Talk about thing coming up from the back of the sun. You wicked, boy. Sergeant Joseph, go and repent, boy. You're wicked. Anyhow,
Have a pleasant night.
Thank you. And pleasant
So,
night to
Tommy,
you.
the people say this for Gordon Dryden Joseph. I didn't say it, but the people calling for it. This is what the people calling. That is what the people calling for. So I could only adhere to what the people say. Tommy, let me take a voice note. Hold on.
You can't say we didn't play a voice note.
And Uncle Tommy and to everybody out here.
Yeah.
You hear lie? That is lie. They go in competition. They're trying to go competition with Mrs. Prasad Bissessar. When she spoke about her years of poverty growing up as a child, all of a sudden now, all of them come from poverty. All of them. We look really, really stupid in this place, boy. But I want to ask, how many of those PNMites refuse themselves to help those people in the beat-down? How many? The same one they got a fool to get votes, to give them their votes. I don't know when some people will learn. And Wall Street, yeah, you have to be careful how you calling that boy name, you know, the king of beat-down. You have to be careful how you call the name. Yeah, boy. Because you know what will happen to you? Huh?
I like that. It's like it's not a
Very nice.
it's not a good showing a little poke there, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, our next voice
And
to it.
then more
It's not
sweet
a
Uncle
cruise, you're
Tommy
good.
and to everybody. You know, correct me if I am wrong. But when did KFC come to Trinidad? When did KFC start delivery? Something not adding up, you know.
Yep.
That maths not mathsing at all, you know.
Correct is right.
You see how they just lie to people? You see how they feel because those people are so vulnerable. They will believe anything that they tell them. Because Amy Brown is like a young man. Oh my God. I tell you, all the water in the river, Jordan and the Ganges River can't wash out their lives, you know. Could never wash out their lives.
Oh, God.
And I want somebody to tell me because I hearing Gordon saying that what the PNM brought policies to Parliament to help the less fortunate, and the UNC do something with it. Or what somebody help me out here now. What did the UNC do with it? I know the UNC exposed the nastiness with the pensioners, and they lie on some unknown, unnamed public servants and say that it's they did it. Here, man, so many lies that we could pick apart in every meeting that they have. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Miss Santa Cruz. PNM Fox. PNM Fox. You know what, boy? I just be saddened by PNM Fox, you know. PNM Fox, go and do some homework, eh? Look, Tommy. Listen, he says, Wall Street, how did Kamala reduce poverty to 17% in light of the 20,000 firing in 2 months, mostly African people? Tommy, did I say Kamala Prasad Bissessar reduce it to 17% in 3 months in 2025?
No, you did not say that.
I mean, it's like, the PNM miseducation is real, you know. Let me get this. I have to play this, folks. I have to play this. The
Propaganda machinery.
You have a voice note there?
No, but the propaganda machinery is working well.
The propaganda machine is working very well. It is working well, right? When PNM Fox could come with some type of dotishology like that and foolishology, yeah, I never said Kamala Prasad Bissessar reduce the black people living below the poverty line in 2025 to 17%. Eh? PNM Fox, where you get that from? But PNM Fox, I want to play something for you. I'm looking for it. I want to play this for you. I want you to listen to this. Tom, you have any voice note there in the meanwhile?
No.
I just have to look for this because here it is. Here it is.
Now they bring up you. You put them first and they put you last. Because you're a chump. A political chump. When you see this, you can see that the Negro vote is the key factor. And despite the fact that you are in a position to be the determining factor, what do you get out of it? That party can't keep the promise that it made to you during election time, and you're dumb enough to walk around continuing to identify yourself with that party. You're not only a chump, but you're a traitor to your race.
Catch hell from the same enemy. We're all in the same bag, in the same boat. We suffer political oppression, economic exploitation, and social degradation. All of them from the same enemy. The government has failed us. You can't deny that. We must understand the politics of our community. And we must know what politics is supposed to produce. We must know what part politics play in our lives. And until we become politically mature, we will always be misled, led astray, or deceived or maneuvered into supporting someone politically who doesn't have the good of our community at heart.
PNM Fox, you are a traitor to your black race. You're a traitor. You are a traitor. Yes, you PNM Fox. Well, I don't know what to say about Gordon Joseph. I don't know whatever. Well, PNF Fox, take him with you. Take Gordon Joseph with you. Take him with you. Yeah, take him with you. Yeah. Mr. Florida, welcome.
Well, he said 20,000.
Listen.
People get you. People, them workers, that 20,000, them was permanently employed with CPEP.
It ain't no 20,000. It ain't no 20,000 workers. Them fellas just make up that number. That is spaghetti theory. Them fellas throw a number up on the wall and see what go stick. They're making up them numbers. None of them could prove it's 20,000. None of them.
Yeah, that is it. But I thought that CPEP was temporary working. I never knew there was permanently employed. But Mr. Tommy, you know what PNM is doing? PNM using this young man from who played who said war. I forget his name. But still, let me tell you something. They started the song a little bit like Heinz, right?
Yeah.
They started the song a little bit like Heinz. You're making no sense. So as a young man who's a young lawyer, try and build a legacy in a different way because they started the song like Heinz. You see, PNM trying to make themselves like a reshuffle and they have new blood and with the old ones. But in ways, PNM biggest fear, they don't want to see UNC.
You're breaking up, Mr. Florida.
Government of Trinidad hit the ground running because you know why? They will see what people will start to observe what is policies. Hello?
You're breaking up. Tommy, let me translate what Mr. Florida was saying, if you didn't hear him.
Yep.
Well, Mr. Florida, you break up.
Yeah, you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah, so PNM, where I was saying, I'll do it quick because I know the time. So the PNM trying to show that there's a reshuffle party and there's something new that's had to bring out. But what the PNM greatest fear is, they don't want to see this new government, UNC, Trinidad government, hit the ground running because then people will start to learn ways policies and ways to start to improve their lives, something that they cannot do. So they will try their best to stop UNC from going forward to introduce the policies. And you remember the mini manifesto they used to say when they was campaigning, they don't want them to start it. Because if UNC start to implement the policies, Mr. Hanson, as you say, PNM did. All right, Mr. Hanson,
Yeah. Well, Mr. Florida, let me take it a little further. The PNM and people like Patty Reid and PNM Fox and Gordon Dryden Joseph and Banmena and the rest of them, what they are going to be upset about is that here comes the UNC and poor black disadvantaged people will prosper. No longer will it be 26.3% of black people living below the poverty line. And the PNM knows for a fact there is no way they're going to be able to deal with that. No way. So they have to come up with all type of race issue. Everything for the PNM from now on is race, race, race. Race to the rum shop, race to the savannah, race to Bally's house, race to space, race to the airport. It's only race to Santa Rosa Park, race to only race. them pushing.
Yeah. And Phil and Mr. Gordon Joseph, you like dark matter. We have to send you in space now. Because you know what dark matter does only pick up space. All right, Mr. Hanson.
Yeah, man. Bless. Because this is what the PNM people was doing under the PNM. Black people. Yeah, I said it. Black people.
To keep you and me in check, keep us under control, keep us passive and peaceful. It's like when you go to the dentist and the man is going to take your tooth. You're going to fight him when he start pulling. So they squirt some stuff in your jaw called Novocaine to make you think they're not doing anything to you. So you sit there and because you got all that Novocaine in your jaw, you suffer peacefully. Blood running all down your jaw. And you don't know what's happening. Because someone has taught you to suffer peacefully.
And that's what the PNM did to black people in Trinidad and Tobago. Yes. Moving from 17.3% to 26.3% and nearly 52% increase. They taught them how to suffer peacefully. But that time is changed. Different times are here. Right? And as they say, when UNC win, everybody wins. So what the PNM job now to do is to see how they can spin this whole thing. But folks, start putting your closing comments and your closing quotes in the chat and send your closing voice notes as well. Start putting your closing comments and closing quotes in the chat and send your voice notes. Because even though everything looked good, I came here because it was important for Tommy and I, in spite of whatever it is, to always come to you. KFC, welcome.
Brother, I'm going to take sure.
Yeah.
Baby Brown and Penny Beckers and them wicked PNM going on to beat them till I said before.
Yeah.
We come here to let us suffer peacefully.
Suffer peacefully. That is what it is.
Well, our street, them now coming out. But who run this country for is there? Not the PNM?
Correct. Yeah.
I said 30 years, he's 30 years. He never see the PNM down there.
Man say that, you know.
So now they should bring the Swedish corridor, right? Not even a meeting. Go down there and talk to the brother down there, right?
Yeah.
Where we down there, still down there, right?
Correct. You think it's easy?
But I said to the black guy who be a pastor man, who was about by the door. He said, the Honorable Kamala she lost she walk from CPEP and she lost her child, and the Honorable Kamala said, it's not condolences, nothing at all. You see the propaganda the PNM the spread?
Which one is that?
You know what I watch it?
Yeah, you know, which propaganda? Which one?
All over.
Yeah.
Propaganda.
Yeah,
the black eye pastor, the Obiaman pastor, right now he's desperate. He say he know he next check coming from. So all that money, all that food he eat. Remember you were big on fire, remember he thought that whole city that is pack a scotch one now. Yeah. Yeah, chance. Let me set up again. For sure, if you eat more than here, you need to later. You feel like wicked the poor people like us.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Let me see if I have any voice. Don't forget, folks, put your closing comment in the chat. And voice note. Let me take this voice note here from reporter.
Good night, brother Wall Street and brother Tommy. Good night, good night. I'll be very short. It's my closing comment. Now, with all this money that the government stated that the RP was responsible for and CPEP was responsible for, who and Inbert was approving that money? Because Inbert was the Minister of Finance. This man, according to the Privy Council, we must investigate this man and see if we could put you over the political coals here and swinge here and give up his money, you know. He was given approval to that same corrupted money, you know. I wonder if the people of Trinidad and Tobago, I wonder if it's because he carrying a colored skin, a kind of whitish thing, why we ain't talking about here and only attacking himself one after the next. Mr. Edward, you have to be investigated for approving a set of crooked money in this country. You and Dr. Rowley. And Ms. Bissessa, you all will handle that and know that. Put them over the political coals and swinge them. In but you had to bring back money here, boy. All the Auditor General business, we ain't forgetting that, you know. Good night, brother Tommy on Wall Street.
Thank you,
reporter.
Thank you.
Thanks, reporter.
Have anyone there, Tommy?
No, I ain't seen no voicemail. I'm looking. I don't see any.
Okay, cool. Folks, let me give you this last video before we go, okay? Listen to this. Anytime black intelligent people decide to support the UNC, black PNM people that say, we singing for we supper. We singing for we supper. Yeah? And the thing about it is that, and you're all gonna hear this, when black PNM was in power, and black PNM people were sitting on 3-4 board, they wasn't singing for the supper, you know. Right? They wasn't singing for the supper. But because we decide that we are going to support the UNC, we singing for we supper. Well, boy, whoever the supper, we know it wouldn't be the last supper. Take a listen to this.
Singing for one supper, an opinion by Professor Selwyn Cudjoe. Sooner or later, the Cupid talk was bound to happen. Cudjoe singing for his supper, and he's being paid off with a board appointment.
Sorry about that. Let me get that up for you guys. I thought that one was up, but it wasn't up. Let me remove that. Let me add it here. Okay, let me add it back. No, let me put it. Okay, there we go.
Singing for one supper, an opinion by Professor Selwyn Cudjoe. Sooner or later, the Cupid talk was bound to happen. Cudjoe singing for his supper, and he's being paid off with a board appointment. A PNM sycophant sent me a note. Singing for your supper, you are no longer an advocate for poor black people, Director Cudjoe. Sing, boy, sing. It was never about true to power, but to secure opportunities for yourself. Cudjoe, my shame. Africans for sale. In other words, one had to be bought off, paid off, or be singing for your supper if one opposed a political party that...
Yeah, anytime a black intelligent person support the UNC, they're singing for the supper. That is the new PNM rhetoric. Anytime an intelligent black people decide to support the UNC, all of a sudden, hey, you're singing for your supper. Sing, sing, Wall Street, sing, sing, Wall Street, sing. You're singing for your supper. Yeah, go ahead.
Betrayed the trust of its clients. However, black folks did not fall for that bait. Michael Kwamina was on 4 government boards simultaneously during the last administration: Caribbean Airlines, Trinidad Petroleum Holdings Limited, Petroleum Company of Trinidad and Tobago, and Heritage Petroleum Company.
So was Michael Kwamina singing for his supper? How come I didn't say that? How come they didn't say Michael come and I was singing for his supper? 4 boards, you know. 4. But listen, I know no board, and I singing for my supper. I not on a board. But wait now, boy. I should have really put in a resume for a board too. So I could actually sing for my supper. Eh, Tommy?
Looks so.
I don't know why you're not singing for my supper, boy. But let me listen.
Newman George also sat on 4 government boards simultaneously.
Newman George, 4 boards. Newman, you were singing for your supper too? How come them PNM people didn't say that? Nah, Newman George not black. He not black. I don't tell me Newman George is black. I'm just asking. Okay.
The Guaracara Refining Company Limited, Trinidad Petroleum Holdings Limited, Perea Fuel Trading Company, and Heritage Petroleum Limited. One wonders if these gentlemen were singing for their supper or were the natural heirs of these positions. Could it be that their being PNM friends of the former leader of our grief and continuing sorrow entitled them to such godly treatment? Our eminent AG John Jeremy captured such arrogance on the eve of the last election when he told his audience the PNM sees itself as the natural party of government. God, it seems, had ordained it to be so. The then leader never respected black people. He referred to troubled black youths as African hyenas in a jungle and chastised black people who openly supported the UNC. He characterized them as having lost their cotton-picking minds for doing so. Cotton was the foundation of the Industrial Revolution. It was primarily responsible for the enslavement of 4 million African Americans. Jean Dattel, Cotton and Race in the Making of America. Karl Marx wrote, "Without slavery, you have no cotton. Without cotton, you have no modern industry." The then leader did not understand the role cotton played in the making of Black Americans. He felt that Black Trinbagonians were crazy or mentally unstable to vote for the UNC. He could not envisage Black and brown people coming together to overthrow the modern burden of PNM serfdom. They had to lose their cotton-picking minds to arrive at such a realization. The leader weighed into Jeremy as if he were a common criminal. He was a dog in the PNM before, and you all can't call him that. I can call him that. That is the person who the UNC would collect and put on a platform to tell the country that things so bad here that the only salvation in this country is to vote for the UNC. Guardian, April 19th. Trinbagonians listened to Jeremy and the UNC. They voted unanimously to remove this foul-mouthed man and his party from office. Stuart Young, the then leader's hand-picked replacement, accused the mother of our nation of going into the parliamentary bathroom to Zami, as Colum Imbert applauded heartily. Young regretted that such crosstalk unnecessarily distracted public discourse. Not one PNM parliamentarian condemned Young's public nastiness. This squatter PM called the learned AG a dunce in Parliament, June 18th. A man who had achieved little before he became an MP, but had the gumption to call a university law professor a dunce. The public rejected the PNM's nastiness en masse on April 28th. A reconstituted UNC, under the dynamic leadership of the mother of the nation, has expanded and diversified its membership and begun to lay out its policies. The AG oversaw a popular amendment to the PM Pension Act that deprived the squatter PM of about $50 million of his lifetime. The government has proposed a chancellor of the judiciary to lighten the work of the CJ, is reorganizing CPEP, improving the Life Fund for Sick Children, plans to increase the legal drinking age to 21 years, and plans to disallow gambling and ganja smoking by people under 25 years of age. And this UNC multiracial vision of the society was on display when Sean Sobers, our Black foreign minister, entered PM Narendra Modi's airplane to welcome him to TNT, while the mother of our nation and our AG, a Black man, greeted him after he descended onto our soil. Jeremy observed, the UNC has replaced the PNM as the vehicle of conscience for progressive thinking African and Indian citizens. Such a scenario confirmed the biblical prophecy that says, the stone which the builders refused has become the headstone of the corner. Psalm 118. Bob Marley puts it more clearly. The stone that the builder refused will always be the head cornerstone. Foolish statements about people singing for their supper are empty and denigrating. They serve no useful purpose. We should delete them from our political discourse.
No audio. No audio.
Yeah, black people saying, "Oh, Professor Kojo singing for his supper." Right? I don't know. Tell me, I don't know what I singing for then. I had to sing for something. Yeah. I sing
For a Grammy.
Eh?
You're singing for a Grammy.
No. I was singing for my supper, man. I ain't want to sing for no Grammy. PNM Fox says, Wall Street should be ashamed to play black leader speech. I should be ashamed. You should be ashamed, PNM Fox. You should be ashamed. Yeah? You should be ashamed of yourself. As far as I'm concerned, PNM Fox, you, people like you, is a traitor to your own black people. You are a traitor, PNM Fox. You and Gordon Dryden and all you. Or they don't stand up for nothing. Or they don't stand for nothing. Nothing. When is the last time they stand up for anything that have with people to do like all you? You and Gordon Dryden. When? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, PNM Fox. PNM Fox, somebody tell me use David Williams too. Is that true? Tommy, you hear that?
No, you were saying that before.
Who was saying that?
You said that at the last session.
Yeah, I don't know, folks. Is that true? PNM Fox. Watch it now. Think about this, eh? Let me move that from on the screen. All you see on the screen, right? It have my, what it does call me. It have my real name. And Tommy have a real name. And then Tommy have a pseudo name. Right? What is PNM Fox real name? PNM Fox, what's your real name? Why are you hiding behind Fox Islam or Krishna Islam, Zoroaster? Why are you hiding behind them name? I put my real name. Me had to hide behind no name. That should tell you something, PNM Fox. Yeah? But I have to give Gordon Dryden Joseph credit though, because he put up his real name. Even though he dropped the Joseph, he put up his real name.
You dropped Joseph.
Yeah. Oh God, you can't. I mean, so oh God. Yeah. PNM Fox. What is your real name, PNM Fox? Tell me your real name now. Eh? Or you're afraid to pop. That's how them PNM people just do. They're afraid to pop the real name. Pastor Google. The pastor with the internet search engine. All kind of thing. Yeah? Gordon Dryden Joseph. But folks, let me say this, Yeah, the information you produce is no PNM Fox. If you are true to yourself, I put my real name, I'd rather hide behind nothing. Mean hiding, you hiding. PNM Fox in the corner, hiding. PNM Fox in the corner, hiding from the real name. Why you hiding, PNM Fox? Why you hiding? Folks, I have to tell you, even though I have to make myself in this good mood, because when I finish here, Tommy, I had to go and take a cold shower. You know that, right? Huh?
Yeah, if you have a fever, that works.
Yeah. I had to go and take a cold shower when I finish here. Cold shower. I had to go and jump in that shower for like a minute or so. You understand? In order to deal with this little thing. So folks, let me give my closing quote, and I'll go to the top of the hour after. Let me go to the top of the hour. Folks, we're going to take that quick break. We'll be right back. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Here's my closing quote, folks. Okay, sorry about that. I have it on mute.
We need you. Good morning, Lord. Today is Monday, Father, July 14th. And before the world pushes me into the usual rush, I kneel in spirit to declare, I need you. I need your strength because mine is no longer enough. I need your voice because the noise of life confuses me. I need your embrace because some days my soul simply collapses. Another week begins, and once again I come before you with an open heart. No masks, no rehearsed phrases, just the truth that's screaming inside me. Father, protect me, guide me, sustain me. I don't know what awaits me out there, but I know who waits for me in here. You, Lord, the God who guards me when no one else can, the one who heals where no one else can reach, the one who lifts me when the ground disappears beneath my feet. So break every arrow launched against me. Cancel every trace of envy, every cursed word, every hidden trap. Let your light go before me and open the way. Let evil stumble where it tried to make me fall. If I need to fight, let me fight through prayer. If I need to wait, let me wait with faith. But may I never drift away from your presence. In Jesus' name, amen. Good.
From where I said this is it, the clock on the wall said that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Semantic 62 says, I never heard this one. Wall Street, use Vicks on the sole of your feet and put on your socks. Drink something hot and go to bed. I go try that. I just use Vicks, but I just put it on my chest. I go try that, Tommy. See,
Yep.
I go. Go ahead, Tommy.
My first quote is from Sarah Teasdale, and it says, "It is strange how often a heart must be broken before the years can make it wise." Sarah Teasdale says it again. It is strange how often a heart must be broken before the years can make it wise. Like I always say, you, the man in the mirror, you must become that change you want to see. However, if you're looking at the mirror and you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Love you all. Stay strong. Stay cool. Be well. We'll talk again, God willing, tomorrow night.
Thank you, Tommy.
Good night. Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah. Okay. Let me play this voice note. I thought I would have got here by about. Donna Alexander says, good night to Professor Washington and Tommy and all viewers and fans. Have a safe and blessed night. Turn your obstacles into opportunities and your problems into possibilities. Thank you, Donna. My wife's name is also Donna. Gordon Drygen Joseph.
Yes. So we come down to another closing comment moment. We've had some comedy. We had some serious moments too. Yeah. Well, boy. And those who are not boys. Well, girl. You know, when you're listening to some people, you could tell yourself, well, boy, this is it, you know. You know, it's only when you listen to others. Then you could compare, you could contrast, and it's easier to come to conclusions that are safe. Because I listen to Andy when they talk like if penalty Becker's father contract 10 million, ting. You know, it's on another platform now I listen and then I realize, wait now, this was 10 years ago. No? I thought all this is now. I thought all this is now. And let me put this in there. I ain't going to charge for this. I am consistently saying, and you all will have to tell me if I'm lying, that anybody, I don't care what color they wearing, anybody that is found guilty of stealing, thieving, taking without putting back what they're not supposed to take, should face the full brunt of the law. What I can't take is 6.5 of them telling me, lock up everybody in red for thieving, for corruption, for commerce, Kankatang, Kucho, Bacchanal, lock the tail up. When it had people in yellow before the courts right now. Oh God, let's try and be a little consistent. I ain't saying to be the whole thing. Try and be a little consistent now. If you're saying lock up, say lock up everybody across the board for thieving. But when you're doing it that way, that's the we and them that kill in Trinidad and Tobago, boy, the we versus them. Because if they do it, it's political, what I call it? Persecution. And when they do it, it's thief. Friends and family. Oh God, the CPF areas, those are the areas that you all say that the people need more help than any other thing. The government put all kind of thing in place for them. Some of them, they didn't have a clue. They like me. I don't like book. But I make sure I push my children and them. I develop other skills that could make me don't have to pick up a gun to go and try and get money to pay my bills. Oh gosh, boy, will you change this now? Stop it! According to and look to God, yes, not politician. Good night.
Okay, let's go to the chat. Miss Atlanta says, good night, Wall Street. The Vicks remedy under the socks. Good night, Wall Street. The Vicks remedy under the feet with socks is true. Sleep well, thanks to the show. Okay, as soon as I finish, I'm going to try that. But I had to take the cold bath first, though. I had to take the cold shower first. I had to do that. Yeah? All right, let's go to the chat. Let me see. Okay. All right. James Howlett says, clock shows time and time shows people. Okay. Monica Ramkisoon says, he dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Yeah, that's a good psalm. Very excellent psalm. I love that too, but I read that every day. Semantic 62. Use Vicks on the sole of your feet and put on your socks. Drink something hot and go to bed. Thank you very much. I'm actually going to do that. Batman says, this is for Gordon. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Both UNC. Yeah. Gordon Dryden Joseph. Comment. Is this Tobago people? Comment. This Tobago people got rid of the PNM. They only kept one representative, and he's weak like Penny. Oh, weak like Penny, boy. Penelope weak breakfast. Gen Z Paul says, in unity we find strength. Humanity true power lies in togetherness. Ken John says, good night, everyone. Have a blessed night and be safe. Shalom. James Howlett says, you cannot drink poison and expect the other to succumb. Release your anger, not for them, but to save yourself. Vishnu Pandit says, just remember what God bless, no man curse. Good night and blessings all. Cool Runner says, don't compare your life to others. You have no idea what their journey is all about. Correct is right. Lenora Kamabat says, wishing everyone a blessed, safe, and restful night. Have a wonderful day tomorrow, and we'll meet in the village in the evening. Thanks for a wonderful evening and a healthy show. Ui says, good night, all on the live of Professor Washington and Uncle Tommy. God bless. Tommy Muhammad's second closing comment, it took a united effort to remove the PNM for a better country, and it will be done. Mr. Intellectual says, corruption of the soul comes from deceitfulness of the heart. It is known in the speech. Ms. Santa Cruz closing comment, I freed 1,000 slaves. I could have freed 1,000 more if they only knew that they were slave. Harriet Tubman. Correct is right. Cool Runner says, sometimes you are the light that shines through the darkness of others. Benja said, God choose leaders with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Have a blessed night, everyone. Tommy Mohammed asked, that is Malcolm X's voice. Yes, Tommy Mohammed, that is Malcolm X's voice. So, folks, that is it. We see you tomorrow, same WZYE time, same WZYE channel. We are out of here. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
When UNC wins, everybody wins. When UNC wins, Trinbago wins. Trinbago wins. Everybody wins. Everybody wins. Tell your neighbor, tell your friend, now is the time to rise and shine. Tell your mother, tell your father, now is the time to decide. If you want leaders who can build, place your ex by the rising sun. If you want leaders who can lead properly, place your ex by the rising sun. On election day,